You're capping.
You capping. You're upset. You're mad.
You capping.
You capping.
I know you. You capping. I know you.
Ain't no mystery about here.
I know you though.
Man,
I know you though. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself.
Man, what is she talking about? Get off me, like, man, get off me.
Well, you can't do nothing with me. Ain't shit you can do with me.
You got a little out of breath though. Let me give a little better backstory to that. They were in the box at the game. T.I. and Tiny were actually teasing him about not being from the hood. They're like, you grew up behind. You grew up in a gated community, and they were saying that he was saying that he's really from the trenches. He would go back to his grandmother's house, and she apparently lives in the hood. So he was saying that y'all don't really know me. I'm really from the streets. When y'all weren't looking, I was going back to the streets. Tiny then says, the only reason you were going to your grandmother's house is because she let you suck a pacifier until you were 12. And then all mayhem went off.
Messing with the young man's pride.
And that's kind of what I took from it. I kind of took from it, like everybody's seeing the back end of it, but they kind of agitated this situation. There's a way you talk to people.
He's a bit much.
He's a lot.
He's a bit much. And I guess you're right as far as agitating him in a public environment.
Everybody got pride. Everybody got a tipping point.
Yeah.
Even you cool as a fan. I never really see you get there, but I'm pretty sure I'll get you there if I want it. I can make you fight me.
I get it, but some people are easily agitated, right?
Yeah.
And it seems like he's ready to go there.
Right.
And I think he has a chip on his shoulder. For what reason? I'm not sure.
Because the whole thing is there. Because most people who grew up in gated communities, especially most people of the culture where street cred still means something, when they grow up in suburban atmospheres or they grow up in safe atmosphere, they have that need to want to prove themselves.
All right, but T.I. I think he has two other sons.
Yeah.
That are not doing the same thing.
Well, they're not trying to go that route. I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's a strong case study in just the way that we kind of grew up living in Long Island.
Isn't a piece of this just black folks fucking with their kids? How we do?
I don't talk to I have an older daughter, and I don't talk to her like that.
Maybe not, but you don't poke fun at your kids about whatever they may.
Not in public, and not where she can be embarrassed. No, I treat her like an adult.
He was already embarrassing himself,
right? So sometimes you make.
When you pull them to the side, you don't like snap on them.
No, you don't
in public. You know what I'm saying? Like
some people are not pulled to the side people.
Yeah, they black folks.
Well, this is not going to end any other situation, but
and guess what?
Escalation.
Where the cameras come from?
I think he was on live. I don't know.
I believe he was on live.
So this could be just black folks. Your son talking shit, and you just you go give it to him real quick, like
right.
Because that's what it sounded like to me. It sounded like
I think when your son comes of age, I don't think you're gonna talk to him like that.
He's 19 years old.
And your son look a little tough. I think he'll kind of get you when he gets old enough too. He be having that little look in his eye.
think they said anything wrong to him. I think they were talking to him in a
saying
playful manner.
Saying that you sucked on the pacifier till you were 12.
Give it to him as a parent.
That's a low blow. That's a low blow.
All right. So you don't think it's disrespectful to kind of engage in telling your pops that he's semi-fake and you fronting and whatever, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And bro, you got everything that you got, and I'm not talking about money.
Yeah.
That whole vibe of I'm a street nigga.
Yeah.
You got that from your pops.
Off your pop rep, right?
Yeah.
Right,
So
right.
don't act like you bigger than the guy you really trying to emulate.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, respect.
Yeah.
Respect. You know what I mean? And even the dudes that, if you was really rolling, you was rolling like that, and you was out there, you was in the streets, you was with the shit, you probably didn't get touched because of your pops. It didn't.
Or you became a target because of your pops.
It's possible, but I've never heard anything about him having any ill situations.
Well,
I could see a lot of people, him being protected because of who his pops is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I don't know. He could be his pops manhandling him. And we're talking about little dudes. These niggas is like 5,
right. Well,
5, 6 niggas or whatever. You know what I mean?
Probably ill enough and wealthy enough for him to probably have security. Right? Would you think that King has security?
No,
I think so. I think so.
Security. I don't think so.
I
think he probably got a couple of friends, but I don't think he got security. No.
I think he
may have security. And with that, even with that now allows you to talk kind of a different way a little bit when you have, right, somebody in the middle of you and them.
Mm-hmm.
So you felt like his security was going to be for his pops?
No, but what I'm saying is just think about the mentality of someone who is, there's someone in the middle of any altercation and me.
There's a safety measure that you like. You know, you're not gonna get touched, but a little bit. It's not gonna go that far.
We all know, we've all grown up with people who come from decent circumstances who just got that chip on their shoulder. And like I was saying, like we have a case study of it growing up in Long Island. Like it's a suburb of New York. You know, I was born in Flushing, Queens. Mm-hmm. I lived on top of a Chinese food restaurant. Mm-hmm. You know, 3 of us in a pull-out couch in the living room. When I moved out here, I had a big tree, a swimming pool, wall-to-wall carpeting, and a TV in my room. I felt like, yo, listen, I'm rich. Like, I don't need to do, like, there was no hood in me. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm Carlton. You know what I'm saying? Like, I made it. You know what I mean? Like, there's no, what's the point? When I was younger, I felt like the only reason to act hood or to do certain things were because of circumstances. Mm-hmm. You know? So growing up, and then I'm seeing people with better circumstances than me proceed to act hood, sell drugs, do certain things, get locked up, summers, and, you know, and it's like, okay, like, I guess this is just in you, you know? So I kind of can't put a finger on it. Even as recently. Okay. All right.
I think it's perspective.
Okay.
Because you know, based on what you came from, and you said you had certain circumstances and you were moved to better circumstances.
Yeah.
But your parents moved you to them better circumstances.
Right.
You didn't have to be like, I got to make something happen to get better circumstances.
But those are circumstances.
They are.
I feel like the circumstances is having to get out of a certain position. That's why I say circumstances.
All right. So
like,
bring it back to this kid.
If it was only you and you had to provide for your mother and your little sister, I could understand why you sold crack.
Yeah.
But if you lived in a house with a pool in the backyard, I can't understand why you sold crack.
I get it.
Okay.
I get it. I don't know a lot. I don't know a lot of dudes that do, you know, that got a pool in the backyard and all that at sold crack. But you could even make the argument of even dudes from the town that we're from.
Yeah.
Even, you know, as a prime example, our town.
Yeah, but all right, when there's a supply or a demand, you got a supply, right? So If it's fiends in the neighborhood, somebody got to serve them, right? So I guess that's how somebody got to do it.
So some people are going to work at Western Beef. Some people are going to go sell crack.
Maybe
it's just another job.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay. I guess so. But I understand where you're coming from. But
then there's certain people that just want that. Even Michael Irvin, he went out and he kind of was clowning his son that his son is a rapper, and he's rhyming like he's rapping about Michael Irvin's life, like he's from the hood and all that. And Michael Irvin was like, "Listen, you're not from the hood. You grew up in the gated community. You went to private school. This isn't you. Like you're faking."